Oh, look at that. I don't even have a hat on. That's how unorganised I am. Crikey. Let's fix that. Hang on a second. Scruffy old Argsy. How are we all? Good evening. Welcome along. Nice to see you. That's better. There we go. I look complete now. I was incomplete before then. Welcome along. Nice to see you all. Hope you're all doing well. It's another week gone by since we last streamed, so it's nice to be back. And I thought tonight we would start on building a bit of Lego, so I'm looking forward to getting into that. The set we're going to build is !build, and you should be able to see it. But I also go and have a look here. That's what we've got. So the Claas Xerion, we've got the box right here. It's that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we're going to get into that at some stage. See how we go. That's the plan. But yeah, we're going to carry on doing some work, just have a bit of a chat, see how everyone's been, and just do what we normally do, really. So not too much different. Now, just catching up on where we were at last time. We were halfway through harvesting this field, so we've got a bit more of the chickpeas to do over there. We'll carry on with that, and then I was going to skip forward to June and hopefully have another field ready to harvest, and at the same time we were going to plant this, and that would get us into an offset, I hope, where we have a field. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's the plan. Anyhow, welcome along, everyone. Tam, nice to see you, mate. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Hope all goes well with your day. But I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Jeremy, how you doing? Hello. You're on. Good morning, mate. Welcome along. Good to see you. Hello, Chinook. Hey, buddy. Good to have you here. Hello, Mrs. Professor. Welcome along. Great to have you here as well. It's your birthday today, Nismo. Well, happy birthday to you. It's as close as you're going to get to me singing, but happy birthday, mate. Hope it has been a good one. Did you get the day off, or did the boss make you work? Hopefully you got the day off. Get back into here. So we should be able to, we were using a worker on this last time. If we'll get everything set up in the right plane, we should be able to throw a worker in. So that ain't me sitting in there. Get them back out running, and we can carry on. Hopefully, it's going to be a bit hard. I'm just going to have to see how it goes. We might just have to sit in the combine for a while we're trying to get these things built, but we'll get into it. I also have the problem where I wasn't able to download the PDF instructions for the Lego either, so we're kind of stuck with do it off the book, which is part of it, isn't it? Kelleroth, how you doing, mate? Good morning to you. Welcome along. Woody, good morning as well. Nice to see you, Scott. Kia ora, mate. So a little spelling lesson. It's Kia ora, K-I-A-O-R-A. But it does, do sort of say it, Kia ora. I can understand where you got that from. Craig, how you doing? Good day to you. Dutch Modelling, good evening. Finnish Farmer, good morning. Amon, a good evening. Got the weekend off, go back to work on Monday. Oh, goodness. I hope you don't drive your truck like I just drove that. Chaotic. Right. Let's see. Get this emptied out. And then we can leave that over there because I wanted to get some of those bales down to a sell point. Need to turn the wrong. Actually, I need to move it because we don't want it in this one, do we? We've already got crops in this bin. Point. Move along to the next one. That's our wheat in that one. I'll put this along to the next one. Trucker John, how you doing? Good morning to you. Welcome to the stream. You're doing well. Don't drink and drive at the same time. Some good advice coming there. I have had a mouthful of my whiskey tonight. Actually, we're drinking bourbon tonight. Lucky bourbon. Would I don't remember something reserve? Remember, shouldn't I? Right, let's leave that there like that. Go and open this up over here somewhere. There's a handle on this side. Yeah. Oh. A flap on top of there. Go and close the other one because we don't want anything getting up there. Okay. Right, let's get the trailer backed into that one. First week back from holiday. Nice. Always a bit hard getting back. Oh, I don't know how you find it. I always find it a bit hard getting back into work after you've been on holiday. Worst part is normally the work's stacked up and you've still got plenty to do. Here we go. All good, Scott. All good. Be able to share our knowledge around. Tipping. Gonna look rather inappropriate probably. And it's gonna do that. Won't run fast enough. No, it's gonna be frustrating, isn't it? More problem. Oh my goodness, it's gonna take forever. Right, well we're going to use the auger wagon for the rest of them then. 1,000 at a time. Holy moly. How are you, Ron? Well, while we're doing this, is I want to know, Farms and Bob, are you here, mate? Are you here yet? I want you to be in stream. What are we dropping frames for? Oh, that's a complete dropout. Back internet. Good. No. Come on, internet. Been good up until now. That's we will. Right, looks like we're back. Pull forward a bit, you reckon? Oh, you reckon it's the tip? No, I can't go. I can't actually go forward. Do I have to go back a little bit more? Ah, nice, Scott. I just had to go back a bit forward. A bit more. I was actually ending up out of the trigger. Yeah, now I've driven out of it again. When the trigger moves with the trailer, because it's not in a fixed point, it's the trailer moves. Yeah, nice one. So I don't think I can change the door on this. Doesn't have an option to change your tip. Only tip from it'll only tip from the big flap. Anyhow, here we go, sorted. Scott's got us. Thank you, mate. Right. Let's go and dump this in here. That off. I'm going to run a load of bales down to the sell point and go get these sold. On. We're getting through the silage, getting it sold slowly. It's reducing, definitely reducing. Okay, you need fuel. That now. So everyone looking forward to the FS25 hype train starting to gather momentum, is it? Got the, obviously had the spinach last week, learnt about how that's going to be planted, harvested. I've got to say, I do love that you do it twice, and someone made the point of, particularly with that harvester, I'm probably not going to want a big field of it, because it's going to take a wee while to harvest. It's kind of, you imagine doing sugar beets twice in a, twice a year, so you might want to manage exactly how much you use, how much you do, to make sure you don't burn yourself out of that. Over this way now. Go down. Let's go up. Go. 54%. Right, well I'm going to take the chance. We're going to get started on building just for a little bit, I think. We'll see how we go. It's going to be a little bit of an experiment to see how I can manage this with the instructions versus everything else. So look, hey Timbo, good morning, how you doing? But yeah, it's learning about the spinach, so it'd be kind of cool to have that. Of course, the cost of having the spinach is going to be huge as well, but there we go. Now, the other thing I was going to do, should we do that first? But if people saw my, remember last week we were talking about let's see where I've put it now. That video in. Get rid of it. Annoying. We were talking about. I'll show you. Let's just add it back in. Not having a very good start tonight, am I? There. Thing. Start playing. Here we go. We talked about this last week. EastEnders introduction. So I would have made it. Show it a little bit later. There are thumbs and bobs here and here that scene comes in later whenever we show it. This is an operation. S25 thing pop up. That was a bit of fun after last week's stream. I had to go and do that. Do this thing. Go to see if this works. A small Lego. We can go big. So, as I said, I'm gonna have to do it off the book. They're just sitting up there in front of me. I'll slowly just sort of filter through all the pieces. But yeah. The first part we're actually making, as you can see up in there, it's going to focus hard, is actually the chassis and everything like that. All the frame and tracks and whatnot, so it's a little bit to do on that. Would be interesting to see how it all goes. I have a whole lot of containers next to me with different parts put in different places. Try and access what I need. It's always good when one of the first parts that they give you is a special looking one. It's not, oh there it is. I was going to say it's not too obvious, but it's in that one there. Dump that in there. Trucks down at the sell point, so we can go down and unload those that soon. Let's have a look here. How are you, Mornay? Good to see you. You're all good. That one at the top. I'll use that as a reference point for where the rest of them go. 1, 2, 3 holes from the back. And goes in it's there too. We talked about this last time when I built the last of these sets, how it's nice having some unique Lego pieces. I'll stop calling it Lego. It's not Lego. It's not Lego. Some unique blocks, unique bricks, things like this and this one here. Through the sides, connects in on there, that one on the other side. Where does that go? That goes on the top like that. Okay, so that sits up there. Turn the page. How old school is this? So I could find the manuals to download, but they didn't want to download for me for whatever reason. Like they were corrupt or something. PDF files. So resorting to the old school paper way. We're just going to empty out this combine while we're at the field here. like I said, it was always good to do the Lego building on a multiplayer stream because I could rely on other people to do things, but I'm in here doing it all on my own. Be a little bit harder. We'll see how we go. Unloaded. It'd be nice to have a bigger area to be able to do this on. Maybe be able to share a little bit more with you in terms of a table, but make do with the space we have. But I think of the controller's great. It's still my default. Like I've got my steering wheel set up right next to me, but I still just default to using this every time. Don't know why. Just what I do. Mainly because of the size and shape area I've got where I'm sitting. I just don't have a huge amount of space, so I really can't get too carried away with spreading out or anything like that. So I wonder if I can do it this way. It's just handy, like the little steering wheel's cool. Doesn't take much because it doesn't actually have a huge lock. Like that's full circle. It's only a very small amount of lock, but this feels really natural. Suggested to Thrustmaster when I met the one of the guys at partner managers at FarmCon. I said, why don't we make a farming simulator based one? Because I said it's, you know, since I've been using it, I've had lots of people comment about how good it is. Sort of buy them as a result. Here we go. I do realise we've got to go and empty our truck out, but let's just build a little bit more. Build a little bit more while we're here. Because I know what will happen is I'll stop building and then I won't get anywhere with it. How are you, Ryan? Good morning, mate. Welcome along. Good to see you. Yeah. Where are we here? More of those. How are you, Robert? Are you good, mate? Keeping out of trouble? Okay. Funny way to do this, actually. Let's just do these and then go back and do the other bit. These pushes on and should be a mirror. Hang on. That's not right. It's in the wrong way. That around. I was intrigued by the little weather state post this morning. Interesting to understand what that's going to mean for us. Whether it's a tease of something. Weather shift is what it said, isn't it? So are we going to see more weather effects? What exactly does that mean for us? hoping, need 2 of those. I'm hoping to see more done with weather, and I need to use the right size as well, so 3 or 2. But there. Have a look at this. This is quite an intimidating packet of pieces. But hard to see probably on screen, but this is just full of tracks, so they'll all clip together when we get to it. But it's for building the links on the tracks, so it'll be interesting putting those together. There's a fair few of them in there. Don't know how many on each wheel or each track there is. That'll keep us busy. Right. Goes through there. Guys. Thought you could see pieces of hail. Yeah, that was the... I don't know whether that was just a rain effect thing, where you got the big drops of rain with kind of the stretched tail of it, or whether it was hail or sleet. Someone said sleet. Not sure exactly what that could have been. I'm intrigued to see if it actually has any material impact on the game, on your gameplay, or whether it's just purely decoration as such. All the pieces are the same shade of colour in one container. They're quite hard to differentiate which shape's which. There we go. I wouldn't mind getting a track built tonight as well, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, they're pretty fiddly, right? Gonna be interesting. Mrs. Professor, did you see I saw a post today that the FAA have postponed their meetings and discussions around the next Starship license. So, not sure what that means. Hopefully nothing negative. SpaceX have said they're ready to go, which is pretty cool. Having the next launch right around the corner is going to be pretty exciting when it comes. Particularly, it's meant to be a catch attempt. Also cool to see Rocket Lab, little Kiwi company, furiously working on their next their neutron rocket, which is going to be pretty impressive. Okay, so I've got some gears going in there. Look at that. This camera doesn't focus too well if I go too close. Yeah, it must be getting close. I mean, they're claiming they're ready to go, so I guess it's just regulatory stuff now. Not sure. Right, that's done. What's next on the list? One good thing about using the set I'm using, instructions I'm using, is I can actually measure the axles and things like that, because previously, being a PDF, you couldn't actually measure, but that's not the right piece. There it is. Like down in the book, see, down here it's got you can actually put the piece against it to measure, but when you're doing that on a PDF, it's not actually to scale, so not as easy to do. It's easy to do. Welker's map for FS25. It's gonna, again, this is the conversation we have every new game. Is a bit of an interesting conversation around how much do you want old maps to be rehashed or brought back to life versus having maps that are new, fresh maps, new ideas. We talked about this last week actually. Is No Man's Land a map to bring back again, or is it time for a new style of, start from scratch, build your own adventure, choose your own adventure type map to come through and sort of lead the way? I don't know. I think there's always merit in both options really. Status quo and a new challenger to the throne, so to speak. Like the Olympics, I suppose. If the same person won all the time, it would be pretty boring, wouldn't it? I only read it a little bit earlier today. Mrs. Brock. Definitely a lot more on the line if they're going to try and catch the booster, that's for sure. Definitely is. Am I using Courseplay or VCA? I'm just using a standard run-of-the-mill Giants worker at the moment, Ryan. Nothing fancy or flash at all. Ooh, look. It's Trac instructions. Dum 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 dum. I'll make 4 of them. So here's a question for the Lego builders amongst us, amongst you. If you're going to build something like this where it's repeated 4 times, do you build one and then go back and start the other, or do you try and build all 4 at the same time? I'm on the fence as to what's the most efficient way, whether you go through it 4 times or whether you do it all at the same time and do you do this 4 times, and I don't know, I'm still on the fence. I have to think about that. Maybe because just looking at the number of pieces that go into each of these, we might be better off doing them one at a time and seeing if we can get faster each time with them. In fact, I've got a stopwatch on me. How quickly can I build a track? The worst is when I start building them without getting all the pieces ready and try and do it just straight from I've already made the mistake there. That one goes that way. All 4 at the same time. You reckon? Seems to be a pretty resounding all 4 at the same time. Oh, Ryan's one at a time. Name on Rob, Darren, Woody, all 4 at the same time. Harvester is nearly full. I was watching that, Woody. Sorry, Robert. Woody's next in line. Alright, well, let's see. If I was more organised, I could get these all out and everything all ready to go. Alright, let's have a look. So I'm gonna do something where I'm gonna do all 4 at once, but I can already tell what the next instruction is gonna be. It's basically put the next pieces on the other side, make that complete. So if we do up to there 4 times, that's going to be pretty quick, isn't it? Alright, let's get this unloaded. I might just jump back into here, take over, and we'll go and load that truck as well, so we'll keep that thing moving. Goodness, there's some chickpeas have come off here. There'll be some good money in that. Oh, dropped a few more frames. Yippee skippy. Loving my internet at the moment. You'd rather see all new maps, Brian. I agree, and I'm trying to remember the only map I've played on in 2 that was a 19 map was No Creek Farms. Pretty sure everything else I've done has been a... I'll caveat this. I did use Stone Valley, but I hadn't played on Stone Valley in 19. So, it was new to me, but I did play on that for a while. I'm pretty sure everything else has been a... Well, okay, I'm going to stop now because we did do No Man's Land right at the start with FSG. But other than that, I'm pretty sure we've been trying to be fresh. It's much faster, but it's not always about speed, more relaxing. That is, yeah, it depends what you're doing it for, isn't it? I've got so much Lego, a silly thing to say really, but the number of sets I've got sitting in my wardrobe ready to build. Oh, this must be close to doing gameplay of 25. So, they are going to have, I know that there's going to be some gameplay at Gamescom for anyone in the business-to-business side, so I'm hoping there's going to be some English content creators who get there and can have a look. And then I think there might be an opportunity again after that. A few game shows still to come up, so time will tell where that all comes from. Nice to have that. I wonder, it's interesting when I press the hide help button, it flicks the camera around to the other side. Good one. Anyhow, right. I was going to go and unload that truck, wasn't I? Let's go. Hey Incendry, how you doing? Yep, bang on the money there, Ron. What I was just saying. Elm Creek's a god map. Did you enjoy? There's a lot of people actually spent a heck of a lot of time on Elm Creek. I found kind of interesting. It's a challenge, right? I'm kind of looking at what I'm going to do for 25 when it comes out from a content point of view, and you know, the first wee while it's just going to be all the same, but that's what people are going to want to watch. They're going to, you know, they're on the fence about buying the game. They want to learn about it, want to see what it's like. They don't really care about FS22, those kind of things. So we'll see. We'll try and figure out how we tackle things. I didn't spend much time on Elm Creek at all. I wish I'd spent more time on it, to be honest. So I think it was a pretty good map, and I'm looking forward to Riverbend Springs. I think Riverbend Springs is going to be a fantastic map too. I'm more excited to find out about the Asian map, particularly when you've seen the creativity that's gone into Riverbend Springs. Is what are they going to do in the Asian map to sort of elevate it to that same level, that same amount of detail. Do I have more built or ready to build? Both, Ryan. I've got more sets ready to build, to be built, and I've got too much built. Hey Paul, how you doing? Evening to you, hope you're well. Busy carving, I bet you it is. Bet you flat out. Started to notice the old Frontier tankers floating around a lot more, sort of start their daily pilgrimage between Longburn and Hawara. You have to think about what we do. The 25 FSG, we're already sort of had a little bit of a chat about it. Not gone into too much detail about what we do. Been thinking about what we do for 25 25 content point of view. We're doing 21%. Go back to this. Carry on with our track building. So we'll do that. If we do that 4 times, that'll get us to... In fact, I might do that and then we can do a page. So I'll do 4, 4, 4, 4. I think that'll be the best way. That way I can kind of learn where the pieces are in my boxes. Because they're kind of scattered between 3 different tubs and a big shoebox lid. Oops, only one of those. And on each end, Argsy, just jump to conclusions there. Pretty simple little exercise, that one. What have I done in the wrong way? So let's twist around. In the wrong way, it's just in the wrong orientation. There we go. Right, one of those. Let's start back again. The thing about doing multiple things on repeat is you go through the pieces really quickly. Like I said, you're able to kind of remember where bits are. Or are likely to be. So it becomes a bit easier to find them. One more of those. Those are one of those. Right, that should be everything we need to make the next one. 1, 2, 3. I thought the other way around. It's just finding the, to be honest, it's finding the time to build them. So what have I got lying around at the moment? I've got a the lunar lander. No, sorry, the Mars rover actually. Mars rover, and I've got the McLaren. The McLaren Formula 1 car. The 2 big sets I've got sort of sitting around to build, and then I've got this set and the telehandler, the fast telehandler that made by the same people. Got both of those to go to. What's one thing? Head cold and flu. And please don't tell me there's something else, Paul. Certainly, surely those 2 are enough. Good thing actually about doing them all at the same time is when you can line them up like that next to each other, you can make sure you've done everything correctly. Not missed any pieces. I can tell you there's nothing more fun than pulling a piece of Lego apart to then have to put it back together. Or find where it goes. Only 30 today. 30 carbs. That's not a bad number, is it? How many cows are you carving? Old man had some delivered the other day. It must have been... I don't know how old they are. They're weaned. Already out in the field. Oh, caught it. See, now I'm losing track of what parts I've got out and what parts I haven't. Yeah, that. Right. Everything, I think. Have I built a combine, Woody? Not yet. I have. So again, this company, Decada, Double E, are working on a combine. which is made by a guy called Trac, who has made a lot of agricultural stuff, and it's Claas Xerion. And it looks amazing, so that's definitely on the list of sets to get at some point in my life. That's kind of why I wanted to get back into building these, because I think it's due out relatively soon, so see where we end up with that. Yeah, it'll be... But no, other than that I haven't. Yeah, they do take up a lot of room in Sindri. Hey DJ, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Yes, back building, back building. This is, I'll show you actually what we're doing at the moment. Where is it? Here we go. So it's a Claas Xerion 5000. It's got the disc ripper on the back of it. So we've built the chassis at the bottom, and these are the starting of the tracks. So I can actually look at that, figure out exactly what these must be. The mounting bracket for the tracks, I'm guessing. Not sure. Not sure exactly what it is. Sorry, a microphone there. But I haven't got a PDF set. 1300 cows. Right, so 30 is only a few then, eh? It's big compared to what I'm used to. Not really. They kind of... I rotate them. So I've got a TV cabinet that I put some on, and a shelf in the corner of the lounge that's got some on it, and then I've got some that are sitting in a box, again in my wardrobe made up, because I push the limits with Mrs. Argsy as to how much Lego I have in the house. So the old adage of less is more doesn't probably needs to be observed sometimes. It is when you're down to the last one of a piece and you can't find it. Right, here we go. I think, is that everything? We'll figure this out in a second. No, one piece. There. Built a combine on string last year. Was that a lot? So I built the skid steer, the John Deere skid steer, and I also built the John Deere forage harvester. That was only a small little build. And then the other was the Case 1455 tractor, which was the remote control one, which is probably still my favourite. That was pretty cool. A remote control tractor. Funny story though, have I used it much as a remote control? Of course not. Why would I? There's one on there. Let's put it out. Boston, hello. Looks nice. Do you know if Lego's made some vent tractor? I can't remember that, DJ. They did a Claas Xerion with the which you could either do with a mower or the log grapple on the back. Can't say I can remember having seen a vent tractor, but that's not to say they didn't. They did a combine like in their Lego City sets a long time ago. I don't know. Intrigued to Google it. Look at that, we've almost finished the field. Right. So that's all those done. Three and four. We'll go pop down on top of that. I don't know, what does it meaning to show me? When I look at it that way. Right. Sometimes you wonder what it is they're trying to demonstrate to you with the way they do bricks. We're full. Good problem to have, eh? More crop than we can handle. The little Lego City one, DJ, because it wasn't that big, was it? I've only seen it once. Was it green and white from memory? Right. It's unloaded. Still need to build the Lego version sitting around. Need a spare room to display the Lego. Well, that's the long-term plan, is I've got a shed that I'm meant to be building a room in the end of. That would become my studio, games room, kids, boys, hangout space as they become teenagers. But I just haven't... I've had the time, I just haven't got around to it. Hey Share, how you doing? Great to see you as always. Cheap. Funny and sundry, when I read that I thought you said cheaper than DJ. Like, DJ's not expensive. It has expensive taste. Lego have made a few fence, have they? One similar to what I'm building. Okay. I might have to find and have a look at those, Robert. Cool. Pretty cool. Right, I'm going to get this field finished. The truck's back. Main thing is moving forward. Getting some of the work done. And the reason I want to say, I was just thinking about why was I going to skip forward and plant this field while we were harvesting the other, so I could run two tasks at once. Because at the moment it's kind of like harvest, plant, harvest, plant, harvest, plant. I need to do harvest and plant at the same time, make more use of workers and trying to get more done in less time. So there's no point having a tractor hanging around park doing nothing. I believe the term is high maintenance. There's some real cool mocks of Lego, like fence and all sorts, honestly. Check out some of the work that's been done over the years, and it is impressive. Some incredibly talented people out there. Problem is all your sets are big ones. I know that problem. Right, I'm just going to keep that going. I'm not going to build anything, but I'm just going to start fishing out some pieces. Get 4 of everything out. 4 times what I need, so I can do all 4 things at once. This is 2, I need 8. Oh, nice. That'd be good for working on your fine motor skills in that, wouldn't it? Yeah, like with fingers and all those kind of things. I guess keeping your brain active. Good night. That's my problem. The only small ones I really get in Sindri are the speed champions at the moment. Kind of it. I've got a list, and it grows like literally. Lego bring out sets quicker than I can buy them, and I have to become selective about which ones I get. Like, they've just released the America's Cup boat, and I thought that'd be a pretty cool one to have as a novelty. Not a novelty, but just as a one-off. So many more of mine are you know, themes. I have a theme of things. So I try and limit the different themes. Minimize the amount of different bits I can build. 2, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not too many of those out. It's okay. We have too many, they're not enough. And 4 of those puppies. Big red cogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different parts. Perfect. Right. Let's carry on. We'll get into that next phase. And we'll be able to carry on. Oh, Lego have gone bonkers with sets. I've literally lost track. I still want to get, like, there's the Concorde is out there. In fact, I was setting up I've got a drone account just to try and keep track of what ones I want. Look if I can see it. See what I've got on it at the moment. There's even the number of different Formula 1 cars and that they've come out with recently is silly. Oh, the McLaren P1, there's the Lunar Rover, the Artemis rocket, the Mercedes F1 car. What else have I got on here? Concorde. It's just, it's never ending. Knit and play Farm Sim as well. Beautiful. I've been actually selective with which Speed Champions I end up getting. Speed Champions are a good one because they're affordable, so if someone wants to give me a present, I'll just say, get me a Speed Champions, and here's the one I've got. Most of yours are collector's edition set. A lot of mine are too. What am I going to plant next, Robert and Ryan? I'm not sure, actually. I think, actually, I did figure it out because I was looking at what we needed for... Wasn't I? I wanted to get our pigs up and going. Piggies. So we've got sorghum, planted wheat, got canola, got sugar beet. I don't know if I need to plant anything in particular. I think we're pretty much covered on everything there. Let's go find... I think we're up into the sorghum field next. It's growing a lot faster than the canola. Oh, Lego, I can lose hours building Lego. Like, I had so much fun building my Millennium Falcon. Because I'd just sit down and have a couple of hours on a Sunday afternoon at the dining table and just build it, and it was pretty good. It was fun. Turn that off. Get this all going. It's in a place so we can think about loading some more bales onto it at some stage. I'm in a hurry to do that though at the moment. The Artemis rocket in Sindri. I've built the, I've got the Saturn V, built that. The space is one of the ones I'm trying to get everything in, so definitely the Lunar Rover is definitely on the must-have list. So I've got pretty much everything else in Artemis on the must-have list. Stupid thing is I spend money on going to things like FarmCon instead. Oh, the Falcon. Yeah, that was an amazing build. G'day Grant, how you doing? Keeping well, nice to have you here. Looks like I'm having a little bit of an internet issue. Completely outside my control, of course. I wish it wasn't, but I've been going back and forth with my ISP for weeks now. Trying to figure out what's going on with it. It's weird though that it's definitely the upload. You just stop. Same reason it was before. Am I too far back now? Not square enough on the trigger. Square enough over the auger. So this auger's not actually that good for this trailer. Tipped out. Okay. Right, doesn't it? Oh, the moving it's definitely a nightmare. I have it sitting on a coffee table in our living room, and it needs to be put somewhere safe every now and then, and it's not fun to pick up. Every time, Amon, every time. P1's glorious. I know, Mr. Pig. Oh, I know, listen to him squeal, he's hungry. We're working on it, mate. Just, yeah. Right. Do we need to do anything else? Don't think we do. Our pig being hungry because we haven't given him any food. Oh goodness. Out of water. It's not good. What happened? I must have skipped some time forward and not kept them watered. Oh, that's a shame. We lost our productivity and reproduction on them. Right. Yeah. Quick question here. So we've ended up with 80,000 litres of chickpeas, 71 grand. Compared that to the rye, which is the other crop we had, 400 and maximum. So when you compare those two fields, so we got about the same amount off each. Field size, this one is a bit bigger, I suppose. Chickpeas definitely seem to be the way to go. We're wanting a cash crop. Why? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put soybeans in there, because soybeans has always been a good earner right in farm sim. If we put soybeans in there, we'll be able to compare the cost and see what one's best. I'll do. Right. We do that. Oh gosh. That's good. Right, let's get forward to June. Dance through a couple of days and see what happens. That New Zealand Olympian rider did well. The cyclist Elise Andrews, she did Lisa Carrington. Interesting fact, someone said to me that Lisa Carrington, who's got 9 gold medals across 4 Olympics now, she has 12% of all the gold medals New Zealand's ever won. It's like a stupid crazy fact like that. When you put it into that context, like wow, that's pretty impressive. What was more impressive is we ended up 11th or something like that on the medal table. That blew my mind as well. Right, let's grab the tent. This thing did a great job on the seeders last time. Let's set up to do some soybeans. We'll go and start harvesting again. I'm going to use courseplay for the harvesting. I'm going to use courseplay for both. It's done. You watched her race, yeah. Impressive, eh? The sprints, she just dominated. That last those last 2 sprint races. I was a bit disheartened though, because the commentator was pretty negative towards her. Sort of sounded like she said it was, if she wins this first race it'll be a bit of an upset, and the other one, other rider should be favourite to win it, and then she won that and she said, she won't be able to do that twice. Come on, steady on. Cheers, Ron. We'll catch you later, mate. Good to see you. Right, how are we doing for seed? Actually, not too bad. I reckon. Let's bring this around to soybean. Ah, went past. Okay. Let's see how that goes. I might just set this going with the seed it's got. See how we end up. Cheers, Mrs. Prof. I know it's late for you. Appreciate you staying up and hanging out. Sleep well. Shannon, how you doing? Let's see. Sorghum, is it ready? Yes, it has turned. It hadn't turned before. It takes a wee while with a big map to update, but it's turned now. Alright, push that out that way. That way. This will pull better than it is at the moment. I don't know what its problem is. Here we go. Right, let's try and set this up. On some course. 15.5, 15.9, so I'm going to make it this to be on the safe side. Until 2 headlands. Start with skip rows, sure. That and see what happens. When it shaded, it sure was negative. They do well at Los Angeles and Brisbane. She's still got a legs in her, eh? Been around for a wee while. Cool. The shed I'm in now, what is it, and is it available to download? It certainly is available to download. You've got to go through probably somewhere like King Mods for it. It's going to be working. So they're called what are they? Span lift. So this one, there's 3 of them. This one here, they're all part of the same sort of pack, I think, or they might be individual. This one here as well. So span lift on the side. One down the other end. Got a glitchy door, kind of looks closed all the time, but it's actually open. And you can open it, but it closes. Enjoying the Aussie maps? Thank you. Welcome, Shannon. I'm enjoying playing on them. Always nice, particularly on a Wednesday night, because a good chunk of the audience are Kiwis and Aussies. A little bit more local. Right. Crank this up. We will jump in. Might have a look and see if sorghum. So we want the sorghum for the pig food, don't we? I was actually looking at pig food machines and pig food mixers on Mod Hub today. Did wonder about getting something like that. Let's see. Right, to clear that course, let's go at a course. 4 headlands, so we've got headlands. And a fieldwork course and see what comes. The pig must be hungry, he's there waiting. Finds out what's planned for him, he won't be glad he hasn't been eating. First waypoint. Right, here we go. Now, I was gonna do one. Which opens up my remember now. Let's set up on the side, there we go. Put it as a side button. Let's unpark that so I can tab to it. Actually need the Z tool. Don't need that at the moment. Don't need that at the moment. Need the truck at the moment. Leave that unparked. Tab through everything. Go. I knew we were going to run into this sort of issue in a couple of spots. Here's one of them. There's probably a tree somewhere too. There's actually an invisible collision in here somewhere. Technically there's not actually anything to hit there, but I think the way these rocks are, it must go underneath the edge of the map, under the terrain. It blends in. So we should be able to now right along here. How this goes for a wee while. And build a bit more Lego. Lego. Build a bit more of a class. It's not Lego. Remember that. Right. So I've got everything, like I said, I was going to get everything ready, so we've got that all laid out there. We're up to this part here. We're making this little piece, which then goes down on top of the hub down there like that, so it shouldn't be too hard. Now, what's my long-term plans with the map? I don't know, to be honest. I kind of don't have anything concrete. I wanted to see how far I could take it. I kind of, at the moment, I feel like it's just a little bit deja vu-y. You know, same thing, different day kind of thing. But it's a good map to get in and stream on. So we'll just see. We'll just play it by ear and see what happens. It's number one. Now, actually, if I'm smart, I'll grab all of these out. Put them on at the same time, and I can put it on the hub. Got 1, 2, and 3. Like that. Just sits on there like that. Then that goes on there. I think. There we go. And then that'll be our drive for our Excel. Cool. Beautiful. One done. Except, did I? Oh no, I didn't do it around the wrong way. I was thinking I did it around the wrong way there for a second, but I did not. Okay, Hanson, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Mark Haythornthwaite's here. How you doing, buddy? You still on holiday, Mark? Still swanning around the French countryside, eh? Or are you, I'm back into the world of reality. Jaked up, how you doing? Good to see you as well, mate. Still in France. Nice one. As you'll be pleased all the tourists have left now. The Olympic hype over. Although I'm sure you're well removed from that. Yeah, well, that's one thing I was thinking about. We could add cows. Sort of just, I've got grass. I've got silage. Oops, don't do that yet. Skipping a couple of things. That's the wrong piece. You know. Yeah, cows is definitely a definitely an option, consideration. Now the one thing I don't have on this is the farm manager, where I can follow along with progress to see where everything's at. I don't actually know how far through our combine is. It's alright. We'll get a warning to tell us it's full and we can jump over there and go and rescue it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you too, Ken. Welcome along. Nice to have you all joining in. I hope everyone is well. Pleasure to have your company tonight. Having a good week. We're building, for anyone who's just joining. This is, oops, yeah. Right, here we go. So we're building a Claas Xerion Now this is from Dakota. There's some info. If you type !build, will tell you more about it as well. That is currently working on. So we've got the sort of beginnings of a frame, and we're now working on these are the tracks. So we've got 4 of these to build, which will be the hub for the tracks. Now it looks like I've lost a short little piece. I don't know whether it's rolled down onto me, or onto the floor. Completely, or I couldn't count, and it was actually the extra piece I had there. So I'll do a bit of a sweep of the floor when I'm finished. Make sure I haven't lost it completely. It does feel like it's the kind of piece that you'd get as an extra in a Lego set, though, or a set, a building set. There you go. Falling at that. Mrs. Argsy will pick it up and go, do you know what this is from? Right, there we go. Go under the edge of there. No. Kind of small piece that's not going to make much noise when it tumbles down somewhere. Oh well. We've made what we need to do. We can carry on. Right, next page. What are we up to? This one's got a tick for yes or no as to what we're meant to be doing. Right. Let's go and just double check on our combine. 62%. We just missed it going past the truck. It's worth interrupting. I might while we're here. Let's back over and just empty it out while we're here, because I don't think we're going to get around. What do you reckon? We gamble? No. I don't think we're going to. Might go close. Might have gone close. Must have emptied. It would have emptied out a little bit on the way past too. Oh, no, it wouldn't have. No. But your Xbox to control your TV, that is an achievement. I remember when I managed to get my phone being Samsung, work my Samsung TV. It was a bit of an achievement too. Now I'm kind of a little bit fed up with all the connectivity and whatnot you can get with devices. We spent 4 months trying to figure out why our robotic vacuum cleaner wouldn't work. And it didn't quite take brute force to override it, but basically we finally got it to reconnect to our devices, and it told us it had been cleaning for something like 1,000 hours. So in its eyes, it hadn't actually finished cleaning. The last job that it had an issue with. Since then it hadn't been able to connect. Weird. Up in the big pointy tower. This is actually a hack. I will do that for you. Right, here we go. Let's carry on. We'll ride along with combine now. We'll go back and jump on the planter again. A little bit. Make sure that picks up where we finished off. Did. Perfect. Perfecto. Camera's gone all blurry. Close to it. Aurelian Gaming, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome along, mate. Welcome along. Hope you're all good. If you haven't dropped a thumbs up already on the stream, we'd much appreciated if you would. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, shameless plug. If you haven't pre-ordered Farming Simulator and you're going to, make sure you use someone's creator code. Or partner code. I keep on calling them creator codes. If you're going to order through the Giant Store, I'm kind of interested to see how many people have actually pre-ordered or not. In fact, let's do this. I was going to do this the other day actually on yes. pre FS22. Yes. Oh. Here we go. That's a simple one. Right. The robot vacuum cleaner here got put into Portuguese by the dog and they couldn't understand it. Keep giving. Oh, that's golden. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh, I was going to go back to our tractor, wasn't I? Yeah, they were going. Where's our seed? Look, 1%. Enough for now. Enough for now. Right, got 4 of those. Oh, and 4. Easy. Right. 8. These 1, 2, 3, 4. That's that piece. 4 of those. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 6. 3 and 4. Go. Production line all set up. Another option not yet, waiting for more info to recollect his edition and season passes. What do you want to know? What are you waiting to hear? I'm intrigued. I mean, it's a valid reason. It would skew, well, I suppose it wouldn't skew the results. Because it would be a clear no. I was just blanketly curious. Yeah, let's line up. So, I've already done the first one around the wrong way. Need to be up the other way. Yeah. I feel funny because I have to look past the past the microphone. Right. I think that's every piece I've used. I'll do that 5 or 6 times just to make sure I've got them all. Squeeze that in there. Took you 3 hours to figure out how to get it back to English to be able to tell it okay to a firmware update. Oh goodness. Would have been easier to use Google Translate or something, wouldn't it? Collector's Edition is out for pre-order. Yes, it is. It is. In fact, since Mrs. Argsy moved in next door to me, her desk, still haven't quite got things quite as comfortable as I'd like with microphone and things like that. Saving up for 25, that's fair enough too. Used to be able to, I remember the days you used to pre-order at a game shop and then go in, like I pre-ordered my And I switch consoles have I pre-ordered? PS3, PS4, both of them I think. And then a PSP, and they had a midnight release at a store in town, and I went in at midnight to pick it up. You've ordered it, Bosun. Pre-ordered, I think, on the first day you're in. Good man. Good man. See, because the other question I was going to ask is who's pre-ordered it through Steam versus the Giants store? Well, that's a interesting one too. Yeah, I'm doing all the building completely where you can't see any of it. Defeats the purpose of having a camera, doesn't it? You know what I should do? I'll do this. Ooh. Oops. Back to here. Sources. Haven't got the problem. Source. We put that over that side. Then I can build where I feel comfortable building, and it won't be a problem. There we go. Much better. Right. There we go. That solved that problem, doesn't it? I feel like, because I want to build there because my screen's there. So that makes more sense. Some content creators' code was used. Good. As long as you use someone's. Purchasing the Collector's Edition, especially for the 16-bit version, will the Season Pass simply install as add-on/DLC? Yes. Yep. So when you download the DLC, it'll come as an executable file, I think it is. And you have to put your code in. Have a look. Yeah. Yeah, they just come as an executable. You download it through Giant Store, it comes out as an .exe. You run it, and it'll ask you for your code that you have with it, which is the one you get as your Season Pass. So as long as you remember that, or have it written down. I've got a document that I just have them all in a Google Drive document, Google Doc, just so I can keep track of it. Debating on pre-ordering the Collector's Edition, but haven't decided yet. I can tell you that the ignition key is fantastic from a build quality, that kind of thing, if that's what you're interested in. Four. Four. Yeah. Fourth one was this. And how many is this? Right, so actually before I go any further, these go and sit up on there like that. Just liked FSG's setup. I just liked FSG's setup. But I like FSG's setup. Sound's missing now and then. Probably where I've got my mic. Bosun. I'll try and... It's because when I turn my head away to pick up Lego, I cut out. It'll be my noise gate. So the Microsoft Store is the one that's probably had the most issues from what I've seen. Particularly around DLCs and that. And it always seems to be the last one to update. But it works. It works. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm all for supporting Giants. Obviously, you know, there's the added bonus that being a partner, I can give you a partner code, and if you choose to use it, you choose to use it. But as long as you choose to use someone's, then that's the main thing. That is the main thing. It's good that Giants are able to recognise our contribution to the game and to promoting the game, being spokespeople of some regard. But they also, you know, it's good because they appreciate and are comfortable with the honesty. So, you know, there's no backlash around the negativity on the Farm Productions pack. You know, they saw it for what it was. You know, they're happy to have that sort of criticism too, which is good. It's nice having people like Kermit who you can talk to and have those honest conversations with. Nice. Wifey's promised it will be an early Christmas present. Big step forward. And then you complain when it gets to Christmas and say you didn't get anything on Christmas Day. See how that goes. We were talking about that actually the other day with someone. About, you know, you used to combine your birthday and Christmas presents, so you could say, oh, I really want this, but the only way you'd get it is if it was a combined present. And then you'd end up getting something else anyhow, because by the time your birthday came around, your parents would feel bad about not giving you anything. I haven't even looked if this is what I'm meant to do. Yes, I am. It's made sense that this was the next step. Mirrors already done. 3-4. Now our combine must be full, surely. Kind of lost track of that. Truck to the combine rather than the combine to the truck. So you've just got to find a retailer who will ship to Oz, Scott. There's nothing stopping you pre-ordering it overseas if they'll ship to Australia and New Zealand. You can import it on your own. It's purely Giants as a distributor can't bring it into the country because of the license. Well, they can, but the cost to license it, it's just too high. So yeah, it's a tough one. I can understand where they're coming from, but I can also understand the frustration about not being able to have it. Kermit's cool. Headache that they all have to be integrated into the Xbox app. Yeah. So the other thing that makes it hard if you do that is if you want to play on multiplayer aim on the multiplayer server has to be, even though you're on a PC version, it has to be activated as a crossplay server. So you can still have a PC server that is activated as crossplay, but the only way you'll find it is because it thinks you're playing on an Xbox version. You have to have crossplay enabled in your searches. We couldn't agree more with your share. The community is fantastic. It's a genuinely all-round fantastic bunch of people. Okay. You carry on. We'll park up. And where are we? Let's go and ride along the combine, eh? Bit of an eye on progress this way. Back into this one. Probably too late. Possibly. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, if there was a way I could facilitate getting copies into New Zealand and Australia and being able to do that, I'd love to. But it's just don't think it's going to work. Don't think it'll work. And it's over here. Easier. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. That's the last we need of those. 8 of these ones. Let's put those out of the way. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, you're on PS4. Farmer King George. Yeah, that's... I sympathise with you, buddy. I really do. But at the same time, you know, it's one of those hard ones, right? I mean, it used to be that just... I can't really... I don't know, I'm just trying to remember, like, previous consoles where they've kind of dropped support for games. It hasn't felt as dramatic as it does this time around. No, I'm not sure why. What it is about it, but it feels more dramatic. Local game pusher. Yeah, that's me. Meet me on the corner of 5th and 10th. I'll be the one in the dark jacket. Bring cash. Come alone. And now you can use that completely out of context and make me sound like a dodgy old man. Look at that. It's a hub. You can see that that's going to have the wheels on it. It's going to be able to drive. Give me some drive there. Good. Looking good. We're going to 23% full. Oh, well. This must be... Oh, we're not going around again. Is it still doing a headland pass? No, here we go. It's going to go and start doing our up and down rows now, which is good. Cedar. Now, I'm going to check that cedar. Does it run out of seed? It has. I had a feeling. I'm not sure what made me think about it. I thought that's going to run out of seed soon. Alright, let's see if I can do this a little bit better than I did last time, because last time was not very well managed. Let's start with this one here. Right, done. Think about that when I put that sugar beet green garden there, did I? Squeeze past. Do a UE. Up into the field and do it. Come back with the other one. And we will be full. Oh, gonna clip the tree. Just clip it. Give it a right wallop. Right, there we go. Happy days. Thought. Think about using soybeans. Won't need any fertilizer. let's just carry on. I was going to try and get it to refill. See that part as I went past. Yeah, it's surprisingly few that have pre-ordered. I'm not surprised. That's the information, like, from last time around. It was certainly a pre-orders certainly came thick and fast in the last part of the cycle towards the release of the game. I think once everyone, like this, to be fair, there's no benefit to pre-ordering right now, is there? No benefit to it at all. Not like you get anything free. It's not like it's going to run out or anything like that. So why would you bother? Why would you bother? Goodness, we've got lots of these to make. The best way to do this. We're getting into tyre production. Fun fact, I'm sure a lot of people know this. Lego is the largest tyre producer and tyre manufacturer in the world. Whether that's still status quo, but it certainly used to be. Got 24 of these, 6 times 6. 6 and 4, 24. Don't know, I don't have a seed in Vert Tender. Scott, it's probably one thing I should think about getting. Get an Xbox X for 25 and Fallout 4 was your last upgrade. Right. Really good. Really good. Lockie, where did you buy the Lego from? So this is from a different company. It's not Lego, it's called Takata. If you type in exclamation mark build, you'll be able to see the details on this set in particular. Got in the middle. Put on as I go. They look like they're unidirectional. There's no point flipping around. No worries, mate. So I've built, this is my third set from this company. I've built a Case 1455 and a no, I lie, sorry, it's my second set I've built. I've got 3 sets. I've also got a tally hand. Only the second one I've built. But so far, pretty happy with them. There you go, there's your build. But that's smooth. That rolls really nicely. I read some comments from some people saying that they weren't too happy with how the tracks worked on it. So whether once it gets all the track and everything on it, it winds up a little bit. I'm not sure, but wait and see. Will we pass judgment on that? It's time flies when you're having fun. 10:39 PM already. Made some good progress, so I'm happy with it. Actually good to, I wasn't sure how it was going to work on this map because how much I had to do, but she was working quite well using a bit of courseplay and things like that. Is there a place to find the commands? I don't actually know. Let's just have a look. Is it exclamation? Eyeball. How are you? Commands. Exclamation mark commands. Give that a try. If that's a... Give it a try. Looks like it should work. There's quite a few others. Yep, there is quite a few. Hey mate, how you doing? See, I'll look back in the game to get game audio. That's the one thing I hate, is you tab out of something and you lose the game audio. There you go. Type in, try exclamation mark FSG. Bosun seeing he's here. If that one still works, I had one a long time ago. The exclamation mark FSG. If it's still there or not. No worries. No worries. I kind of forget what they all are too. Kind of put ones in there as a little bit of a laugh or a joke. Here we go. You better not call it Lego. It's fake Lego. PSG. I can probably almost change that to past tense just about. We're getting close. It's almost had a habit of keeping us dirty, but we've converted him. Don't call it Legos. There's what DJ came in before. He was here before and he's like, oh, Legos. I was hoping I haven't seen Farms and Bob tonight. Hoping he was going to be here. I needed to give him kudos for the suggestion on the Riverbend Springs EastEnders mashup. Right. And there we go. Alright, what are we up to next? It's my Right, next page. All of the red bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half of them. 15, 16. Now, which way do these go around? They go so that the on the outside. Now this means that next we're building the tracks, right? Oh. But I dreaded clipping tracks together. Oh. Take these and add it to math. You do not do math at school. Definitely didn't do English. Hey Steel, what's how you doing, mate? Can always rely on FSG to have a dig at the Americans, can't we? Righty ho. An arm to make. 4 of those. Those. And those. Combine will be full again. Getcha. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. Oh no, are we at the right setting for the truck? Yeah, let's take advantage of the truck being right there. Stop. Only 80%, so I probably could have gone around again twice. It's easy to 3D print it. Where's the fun in that? I'd love to have a 3D printer. A proper play with one. It would be. Incentivize. Good morning from Nebraska, Chief. How you doing, Rusty? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're all good. Not as fun. Certainly wouldn't be as fun. Although, yeah, like I said, the 3D print would be fun to have. Hope you're good, man. It was so good to... I was so pleased I could catch you in Towboat the other day. It was good fun. I was sat there for quite a while just listening to you guys chat. Such a wholesome, cool opportunity you guys had. Great that you were able to do the casual stream and just, you know, just interact with people. Good fun doing those. Good fun doing those. Right. You got to a bamboo A1 and a Pressa Mark IV. I saw, shared some photos of it in another Discord the other day, but when I was flying through Singapore, the Tiffany & Co shop was amazing. I want to fish it up and show you. Basically, from a distance, it looked like this skeletal facade wrapped around a, oh, they do go on both ends. They do them. Wrapped around a glass building. I was like, how on, you know, this is the architect in me came in and thought, how on earth have they managed to do that? Then I got closer and realised it was all 3D printed. It was extraordinary. Let's see if I can find those. That's what's cool too. When was I traveling? Right at the beginning of July. That's my departure. Yeah, that's the Tiffany & Co building. And from a distance, I was like, what on earth is it? You know, it's the other way. Went a bit closer and had a look, and literally it's 3D printed. All of these. Such a cool effect. Such a neat effect on it. It's just a photo of that section there. Very cool. And while we're at it, this was my Sunday night. Sunday night. See the auroras again. The setting moon in the corner there. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool to have seen those twice in 1 year, having never seen them. Right. Is it remote control, Eric? No. And good evening, welcome. No, it's not. This is a non-remote controlled one. I have got a remote control telehandler to build, but I thought we'd do the Xerion first. No reason, just felt like it. Thought it was a bit of a smaller set. I think I've lost one piece steel horse. It's disappeared off my desk, so I'm assuming it's rolled onto the ground. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Right, this is what we're up to. Tracs, 33 pieces and 4 times. And this. So I don't know whether I can bring myself to carry this on or not, but there we go. This might be one actually where I go like this and go small Lego, and you can watch me in the corner. Time lapse clipping these together. I'm not even going to count 33, I'm just going to clip and I'll count them afterwards. Measure them for length. Once I've got one done, I suppose I can measure them out the same. I could always do 5 at a time. Like the piece now that'll be left over at the end. Well, that'll be a competition. I can guarantee there will be one of those pieces left over at the end. There always is. But it's one of those ones that they give you extras of, so. I was pretty chuffed with how that one turned out. Share? Is this the Carter one? Yeah, it is. It's exclamation mark build. You want to find out details of it, Eric? Be nice. I said I wanted to get the tracks built tonight, didn't I? These are actually going together really well. I'm quite impressed. They're nice and glossy pieces too. And it's not taking too long. What are we at? How many do you reckon we're done? Halfway? We need another 10 maybe? 9. I haven't counted. Was anyone counting as I've been doing it? If you want to go back and review the stream and tell me how many pieces I've used. Go back a minute and just time it. John Deere skidder and Lego. Ah. Yeah, the hoses were a nightmare. They certainly were. Alright, let's have a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 3 more. Wasn't far off, was I? Two and 3. Alright. There's our reference track. Just imagine if it was a mechanic. I'd be more worried if it was an airline engineer. Or your or a surgeon. Mechanic I'm happy with. Airline engineer or surgeon's a little bit more of a worry. In fact, if I knew you when you got your pacemaker, Hanson, I would have turned around and told you to pay your surgeon just to say, oh goodness, I've lost something. And have to open you up again. A lot of people's thoughts on 25. Going to pre-order it or wait a little bit? So the poll is very much no to the pre-orders. Usually 89. I haven't actually looked. What sort of response have we got? 37 votes. So 30 no's and 7 yeses or something like that. Probably even higher than that, wouldn't it? 30 and 7s. What's that? 90, yeah, probably. That's only about 80 in, so yeah. Very much a no at the moment. So I'm just looking forward to when you all do decide to pre-order that you use Argsy Gaming at the Giant Store. It's gonna be awesome. One day at 35, the rest have been mid-20s. Kind of manageable then, right? I mean, when you're just lounging around drinking wine, it doesn't matter too much, does it? That was the best part when we were in Paris. We just got a bottle of wine, some bread and cheese, and sat in the gardens and just watched the world go by. Probably one of the highlights we had of our time in France. One more. The best thing we did was just chill out, relaxed, and drank wine. Can't decide. It doesn't matter. Eric. Yeah, I know, it's the hours played that Steam shows, isn't it? Well, so, what? I wonder, does it track hours played if you launch the game through Steam? So you know how you can add a third-party game to Steam? I might try that. I might try and add my Giants version to Steam, and then run it through Steam for a week and see if it actually tracks your hours or not. You only had a local anesthetic when you put your pacemaker in. That's pretty impressive. Any special pack purchases? Are you talking about like pre-order stuff, Rusty? I think they've already, the Macdon pack's the pre-order, isn't it? I don't know if there's going to be anything else special on top of that. I mean, yeah, you never know. Wait and find out. Can't take them too long, are they? Oh, we're getting close to 11 o'clock though. I reckon. Oh, we've got 45 minutes after sorghum harvest, so I'm not going to get that finished. Oh, there's a piece overboard. I can see that one though, so it's not technically not lost when I can see where it is. They only count to 10,000 hours anyhow. Crikey. Impressive numbers, right? I've gone too far. Too many on that one. Right, we'll get these finished off. That'll be fun. Trac's all done. Is there any benefit in having Steam? Apart from the auto update and tracking the number of hours you've got? Probably not. And you can add third-party games into Steam, so you can use Steam to launch them. I just don't know whether it will keep track of your hours. I know it won't do the automatic updates either. Pretty sure it won't. Scroff did a video on it recently on how to add games to Steam. Might have some info on there. Yeah, other than the updating, and you might find that the Steam, to be fair, and this might change, Steam servers are probably faster for updating. Giant's servers, particularly on a launch day for a DLC or a game, are notoriously slow. They've definitely improved, but they're still not the best. Will I finish the harvest? No. I sort of go to about now. I normally do a couple of hours, Shannon. Otherwise I go for too late, and it's by the time I've sort of finished the stream and packed things up and sorted things out. It's bedtime, so try not to go too much past. We'll see. I'm kind of enjoying just getting these tracks done. Actually, had fun building this tonight. Pleased I've got back into it. I managed to keep an eye on the farm work, getting things done. 87% full, so I can go grab the truck in a minute. Let's just see. Get this track finished. How much more do I need on that one? One more. Okay, how many extra tracks we've got? Goodness. Right. So that 33. I threw Argsy, you're already a gold partner. We've got to get Args to silver. Thanks, buddy. Right. Much appreciated, FS22, you know that. Let's have a look. So that goes. Go back to Bix so you can see what I'm doing now, because this is the fun part. Goes up and over there. They're around the right way. Look at that. My first track. I did a thing. I am a tractor manufacturer. I did hear this. This is an issue I've heard, that it doesn't turn very well on surfaces. It actually turns quite freely on a decent surface, but other surfaces it doesn't turn very well on. But there we go. Yeah, I'll get there in a second. Thompson song over ton of made. Shoot, there, that was awesome. That was cool. I'm gonna think about what to do at Christmas time this year. A wee way away, but come up with something again. Thinking caps on. Any suggestions greatly appreciated. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. How good do they look? They look pretty good, don't they? Let's go this way. Amount of detail on them. Turn reasonably freely. Camera's focused on it now. Happy days. was trying to FSG, I was trying to get that before the stream. I was trying to get my remote camera thing to work. I know you're gonna have a play around with it tomorrow. I thought that would have been good for building Lego, but it wouldn't work for me tonight. So let's try and troubleshoot that one. Alright. Let's go. Bring it over. So what more do I have to do? So I'm going to finish off. I'm going to a couple more sections, a couple more things to do on these tracks, but I'll finish off the tracks, get them mounted onto the chassis, which is just there, and from there it will be a perfect natural spot. Finish off the Lego, finish off the stream at the same time. It's combine just unloaded a little bit. Now, finish planting. Soybeans. Well, it has two. There we go, that's good. Oh. Ah. Annoying. Didn't realise when I tabbed into the map it would do that. Right. It'll carry on. Right, let's have a look. What do we need to do here? Put those. Oh, that was close. I think I lost a piece overboard then. I flicked the container on the desk as I lifted it up. That might be a rescue mission still. Oh, I don't need those. What was I looking at there? One, two, three. I just dropped. So it's going to be my first missing piece in these sets. I have read reports that they are notorious for potentially being short a piece here and there. That would be the first one, I think. It wasn't in that container that I dropped, so... What have we got? Yeah, that's pieces. It would be frustrating. That's right, we'll carry on, we'll get what we can done. Hope I haven't used the wrong piece somewhere. Don't think I have. If I'd used the wrong piece, it wouldn't be equal number of everything else left in there. Right, so spin it around that way. That's here. I knew that would happen. Go down. And which? I don't know which way around that's meant to be now. Oh, that way. Okay. I'm not going to be able to get them on if I'm missing a piece. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Do what we can. They do have a method for ordering replacement parts. Do end up with bits missing. Have to do that. Am I not meant actually? Am I not meant to do this 4 times? That might be what I'm not meant to do. That's, look, I think I'm wrong because that's a 4. That's actually okay. No, I stand corrected. Stop, Argsy. I think what I'm meant to do, like that. Aha. If you've bought the collector's edition, you can't actually do that for a support a content creator anyhow. Unfortunately. Right. I think I've dodged that one. Right. What? I was overreading what I was meant to do. That. No. Emergency purchase of the 3D printer. Yep. I did it on a whim and then realised I didn't actually need it, but it's here now, so I might as well keep it. That'll go down a treat still. I'll tell her it was your suggestion. 1, 2, 3. Why's that showing me? That's showing me that way. Quite sure what this other image is showing me. It was just a mirror of that, maybe that. Goes there. A steering now. And it goes and sits on there. Steering. Oh, and this one. Okay, this pops on. Round is it that way around? Which slides in like that. Okay. And this is where it's important to have those square. That's what this diagram's for, is make sure everything's square, because if one's a little bit out, steering's going to be broken at the other end. What do I need to do to clip those to it? You've got form. Take one for the team, you reckon? Here we go. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Do the wiggle, yeah. Perfect. Happy days. That's around the wrong way though. I've done it at the wrong end. Oh, that's a good test fit. Fitted. Let's start again. It's silly, isn't it? I should have to have that combine running. Gotta do. Trac. Oh, it's so close. So close. In fact, if the combine had just cut through, it probably would have made it through. That's annoying. I may or may not have helped the nephew convince his parents he absolutely had to have a 3D printer for his Year 12 project. Ah, pro. That's solid. No point sitting here getting these tracks on if I'm not going to be Not going to carry on with a little bit of harvesting. So. Choo-choo. Let that go. So I don't want to get caught out here, but that needs to go on at this end, the other end. Like that. I must say, everything, like I said this with the last time I built a set from these people, was they feel good, are very, very firm, solid, rigid sets. Some other stuff can feel real flimsy and weak, but this seems to have a really good bite to it. Right, well, that's better. That looks better, doesn't it? Matches that. Okay. Let's dump these pieces back over here because I don't need them right now. Those. One of those. One of those. One of those. There. There. Going to take your cat to the vet later for routine vaccination, so I hope that goes all right for you. Share. Sure, kitty cat will be just fine. Worth doing, right? Where does this one go? Right. The old Lego construction facials. I'm still so good at those. Excellent. Did that. Right, other track. You gotta find her first. Get some K200 on the map. It's too much horsepower, Shannon. So at the moment I'm limited to 300 horsepower. Got to get through year one, and we're still working towards that end of year one. Once we've done that, then we can start thinking about upgrading. But can't do anything until we've got to year one. It'll be 400 horsepower, and it's 500 horsepower. So the longer I stick with the map, the more horsepower I can get on the map. That's an incentive to get to some bigger equipment. Potentially just getting through things a whole lot quicker. Now these are unidirectional, are they? Should be. Those two bits on that end. So the little Argsy logos, they're channel members, Bosun. The green names, people who have either supported the channel by becoming members themselves, which a lot of them have, or have been fortunate enough to be gifted memberships over the last month. Some would even get gifted membership and then carry it on. So that's what those wonderful people are. Okay, I want to see this working. See how these are working together. Done that, done that, done that. Right, we need to turn it around. And this is where it's tells us to be critical about making sure we get everything square and aligned. So I'll need your eyes on this one, people. That's pretty good though. Be a wee bit of play in the gears and that, I would imagine. Oh, but see, it's not very square, is it? What I'm going to do, the easy way to square this up is actually going to be to slide that gear off, back on, and then try and slide that gear back in. Okay, and then we get the turning in the opposite direction, so. Hey! Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Those all done. Lastly, it's on top. Happy days. Love it when a plan works. What I don't like is some of the construction methods. Oh, awkward. Some of the sequencing makes it a little bit tricky to get things at the right spot at the right time. Three, 1, 2, 3, there we go, that'll be our turning, so that up there. Left, turn right. A bit further, but my finger's in the way. Here we go. Can't help it, the camera's not square. No, very true, very true. I don't want excuses, I want solutions. Alright, here we go, A39. A39, so I don't know what are we going to get on to building next. Rear hitch and things like that. There we go. So the rear hitch is the next part. Perfect. Right. There we go. Progress. Beginning of a Claas Xerion 5000 Trac. Very cool. It will turn on my hands. Doesn't like turning on the desk. That's cool. There we go. Oh, Bosun! Look at that. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you joining the team, becoming one of the members. You're a legend. Thank you very much. Camera glasses? What are they? Just get your nephew to build it like you did and pretend to help. Never gets me from multitasker. Thank you, Lunu. DJ, welcome back, mate. Just finished the new script. Quick day. Well, there you go. Well, we've just finished our start of our class. Some tracks. We got steering. Work independently. Turn it one way, it goes the opposite. Very cool. Pretty decent size too, isn't it? Decent size. Comparable. Oh, it's going to be bigger than the than the 9R, but smaller than the case 1455. So interesting to see how it all goes. You have to tell me what these camera glasses are, Hanson. Don't know what you're talking about. Figure it out. Anyhow, I'm going to wrap things up there, everyone. Thank you for tuning in tonight. It's been a pleasure to have you all here. If you haven't dropped a thumbs up already on the stream, please make sure you do. Be very, very much appreciated. let's just wrap up that poll, because with 45 votes, 3/4 of you have not yet pre-ordered FS25, which is interesting. I would have thought it would have been a little bit higher. So with pre-orders, because I have been heard that the pre-order numbers comparably to this time and before FS22 are already higher than they were. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Anyhow, what else? No, that's about it. Keep an eye out. More things coming, more things happening, more things to do. I'll be bringing you anything that comes out on FS25. I'll try and bring it to you as soon as I can. Keep you up to date with all those kind of things. I'm sure everyone else will be doing it as well, but I just want to be able to do it on my own way and bring you my own opinions on things, so, and how it's all going. So that's why I'm going to carry on doing it. So I hope you enjoy those. I'll be live on Sunday morning on a multiplayer server for the second time in quite a while. So looking forward to doing that. So keep an eye out. If you want to join the multiplayer servers, jump on Discord, !Discord, and download all the mods. Not sure which one it is yet, but I will let you know a day or two beforehand. So we'll see where we end up. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Very much appreciated. Great to have you all here. And yeah, tune in this time next week. I'm going to carry on with building the Lego, or the tractor, because I've enjoyed it. It's good fun. You guys take care. Have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.